Good morning, everybody. This is another episode of Wings and Rex. I'm American Dan. Today we are doing something a little bit different. We are in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We're on the ground in Granbury, Texas. A wonderful airport done by Stealthy Duck. I highly recommend this airport. And any of the products that Stealthy Duck has put out. High quality, great scenery. And today we are in the H-Jet, the Honda Jet. We are going to fly the Honda Jet from Granbury, Texas to Albuquerque, New Mexico on an IFR flight using Sayintentions, and hopefully with the updates and things that have changed with Sayintentions, we can have a seamless IFR flight. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Alright, we are on an external power source right now. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and start the right engine first. This is so easy. And then we're watching the N2. We're watching it come up here. And then we've got 35%, and then we just add a little throttle. There's the light off, and the engine's alive. Just keeping an eye on the ITTs here. Alright, right engine is started. Center Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey on the ground Granbury, looking to pick up IFR to Albuquerque.
Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey Fort Worth Center. Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Alright.
Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey Fort Worth Center cleared to Albuquerque. Radar vectors Lind, then as filed, climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.35, squawk 2744. Released for departure. Clearance void if not off by 1509er Zulu. Time now 1454.
Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey is cleared to Albuquerque. Radar vectors Lindy, then as filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.35. Squawk 2744. Released for departure. Clearance void if not off by 1509 Zulu. 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey. Imported right from SimBrief. I mean, how cool is that? That is freaking awesome. Okay, so let's scroll in here enough that we can see. Well, here. We'll do full screen here. That's smarter. So we've got our chart for Granbury, Texas, Granbury Regional. We're going to depart runway 01, 5,201 feet. I'd say if we are not off the ground by about Gulf here at the end of the runway, we will abort, allowing us enough time to stop. Anything after that, we'll take it in the air and probably just come back to Granbury. There is an approach for runway 01 if we need it. Otherwise, we could divert to DFW. Let's go ahead and get the ATIS on 118.925.
Granbury Regional Airport, automated weather observation. 1435 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, scattered at 7000 feet. Temperature 24. Dew point 20. Altimeter 3003.
Granbury traffic, Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey taking runway 01. Granbury. Takeoff power is set. Hold in the brakes. Release the brakes. We're rolling. Airspeed's alive. 60 knots, cross-checked. Rotate. Positive rate. Gears coming up. And we're leveling off at 4,000 and we'll contact Fort Worth Center. Fort Worth Center, Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey, just off Granbury, 4,000.
Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey advanced radar, good morning, altimeter 30.03. Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey advanced radar, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220 for Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey. This is a very nice plane. It's modeled very nicely. I like the avionics and the basically the GTN. This is like GTN 750 down here. I'm very familiar with that. Makes it
Honda
very
Jet Whiskey
easy
Alpha
to use.
Whiskey, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Continue climb to 260 for 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey. Alright, we're coming up on flight level 180, which means we will
Honda Jet Whiskey Alpha Whiskey, contact Fort Worth Center on 132.3.
123.3 for 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey. This is a very nice looking jet. I do love the scenery. Even the default stuff is very nice.
Honda Jet Whiskey Alpha Whiskey, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360, Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey. Alright, well, we've still got quite a ways to go, but I thought I'd take a moment here to go ahead and brief the Coulter 4 RNAV arrival into Albuquerque. From Coulter, on track 260 to cross Yealy at or above 11,000, and we are landing at runway 26, I believe, which will be from Yealy track 253 to cross Taco at 10,000. Expect RNP Zulu runway 26 approach or radar vectors to final approach course. Let's go ahead and check in with ATC and see if they can tell us which runway's active at good old Albuquerque, New Mexico. Center Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey, request.
Honda Jet Whiskey Alpha Whiskey, radar contact Albuquerque Center, loud and clear.
Albuquerque Center, Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey, request landing airport runway at Albuquerque, please.
Honda Jet Whiskey Alpha Whiskey, runway 8 assigned at Albuquerque.
Runway 8, so that's not anywhere even close to what we...
Whiskey Alpha Whiskey, expect the ILS runway 8 approach into Albuquerque via the co-LTR 4 arrival, reckon transition. I'll have your descent instructions for you in about 10 minutes or so.
That is part of the dynamic arrival system with Sayintentions. If the weather changes, they will change your arrival just like the real world. RNAV GPS Yankee for runway 8 at Albuquerque. 9,000 at Gillig, 079 degrees, then 8,000 at KABQ, 6,100 at approach, and then landing runway 08. It is a 5,320 foot runway. Airport elevation is 5,355 feet.
Delta 401, cleared direct to Delta Alpha November VOR. Cleared direct to Delta Alpha November VOR, Delta 401.
And our missed approach is climbing right turn to 9,000 and direct back to Gillig.
Honda Jet Whiskey Alpha Whiskey, proceed direct JILAB. Cleared for the ILS runway, 8 approach.
Clear direct JILAB for the ILS runway 8. 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey. We're gonna do the RNAV anyways, but I think approach is a little glitchy. Albuquerque approach, Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey. We'd like the RNAV Yankee runway 8, please.
Honda Jet Whiskey Alpha Whiskey, contact Albuquerque approach on 123.9er.
123.9er for 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey. Albuquerque approach, Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey on the Coulter 4, requesting the RNAV runway 08. Alright, 210 knots, 10,900.
DVAC all runway and hold short instructions.
Here's the ATIS.
VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 119.2. Advise on initial contact you have information whiskey. Albuquerque International Sunport, information whiskey. 1552 Zulu. Wind 196 at 9er. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, few at 8000 feet. Temperature 24. Dew point 13. Altimeter 3000. Arriving and departing runway.
Altimeter 3000. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so I'm not sure if the wind is correct for what they're wanting us to do. But we're gonna go ahead and attempt a landing on runway 08. Alright, we've got 9,000. Going to 8,000. Leveling off at 8,000. Just in time. Those hills are getting a little close. I have the runway in sight. Albuquerque tower frequency is 120.3. Albuquerque approach, Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey has field in sight.
Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey Albuquerque approach, contact Albuquerque Tower on 118.3.
Tower on 18.3 for Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey. That's not the same frequency on the chart either. Albuquerque Tower, Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey is on the RNAV runway 08. Nobody's on that frequency. Go back to the tower. 120.3 is the proper frequency. Sayintentions is a little goofy today. Albuquerque Tower, Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey is on the RNAV Yankee for runway 08.
Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey Albuquerque Tower, winds 192 at 8, runway 8, cleared for approach.
On glide path. Float.
Honda Jet 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey Albuquerque ground, taxi to general aviation parking via Alpha 8, Mike 3.
Alpha 8, Mike 3 for 7 Whiskey Alpha Whiskey. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that IFR flight with Sayintentions, even though things were a little goofy there. But we still had fun, still made a pretty entertaining and sporty landing into Albuquerque in this great Honda Jet. Make sure that you check out Sayintentions' website, and if you haven't already, sign up for your free trial. There is a link in the description below. If you use that link, it does help out the channel, and I definitely appreciate it. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, also make sure you check out Stealthy Duck Scenery and their Granbury Airport, and head on over there and support my friend Ryan and the wonderful work he's doing over there at Stealthy Duck. Alright, for Wings and Wrecks, I'm American Dan. Till next time, see you later.